Welcome back, everyone, with another episode of Striking with Fire.
Yeah. We're back. What's up, baby?
Hi.
Look at them AI muscles.
All kinds of games.
No, just kidding. Shout out to all my skaters out there.
Shout out to all the animes out there too, man.
Shout out to everyone on going live on Instagram and on TikTok. And then later on, when we start to get spicy on our show, you go see us on Rumble at Striking with Fire.
Yeah, make sure you jump over to Rumble, guys. You know,
Yeah.
YouTube, they're kind of doing some
Run over.
shadow bans, some little shiesty things.
Yeah, run right over there.
Yeah, we
Mhm.
could talk more reckless on there.
When we get a little vulgar,
Exactly.
and they're butthurt about it. So, jump over to Rumble, man.
That's right. Just run over there.
Tune in on there.
So, my first topic. This one's been a hell of a journey for me the last week because I went 7 days without eating, you know?
He sure did.
And
He sure did.
my Lord, was it the hardest week of my life, you know? You would think, you just eat, and you just get by your day. But, man, like when you don't eat,
What happens?
So what was interesting was each week was a different me, you know?
So, let's do this. Isaac, can you tell us what happened during the whole week, like the first day, third day?
Okay. First day was the hardest day for my stomach. First day, my stomach was like complaining, right? So yeah, no cussing this right now. We're gonna keep it nice and clean. But my first day, my stomach was just hurting. It's just complaining. It's like, where's the food at?
It was whining the whole time.
Just whining all day, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the first day, so I lost 12 to 13 pounds, in a week. And usually the doctors recommend like what, 2 pounds a week to lose,
Mhm,
So I lost way more than that. Well, that's what happens when you don't eat. But yeah, day one, everything was pretty normal on day one. Just this stomach was just growling all day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then day two hits, stomach continues to growl. But then, since I'm already in ketosis, which is ketosis is when your body starts to burn fat and turn the fat cells into ketones, and you burn that, and that's more actually better energy for your body than burning glucose. Glucose is what you get from carbohydrates. So then the second day, the average person would have quit the second day because the metabolic shift from burning ketones to glucose. Because what happens is, come day two, your body has burned all its sugar stores and glucose stores, and now
Yeah,
it's
it's
switching
glycogen stores.
glycogen, yeah, all that, and then your body switches over to burning ketones, and then that's when everyone starts to quit because they go through that shift. But I went through that shift 2 years ago because I've been on carnivore for 2 years. Okay, so my day two felt the same like day one, but then day three hit. I was really starting to get. My vision started to change.
Mhm.
You know,
Your what
Like-
started
like-
to change?
my vision started to change.
Like blurry.
No, no, not blurry. I started to like get more like hawk-eyed. Like everything. I was starting to see everything much more like
Huh.
vision was getting different. Like kind of like because like when you're hungry, your body. There's this one. I forgot the word. I looked it up. I forgot the word of it. I forgot the word for it. But there's these nerves right underneath your eyes that your body doesn't use them, right? They get activated when you go through something like this, like a starvation mode, and then you can start to smell things from a farther distance. So I was starting to smell things from a farther distance, and then I was able to see better, And so I was starting to see things like differently.
So it was
you
an
know?
ultra instant.
And then I was like when I was at work, I was really like in the zone. Like I was really like working like I was working like most like say for example someone's working like 60 miles an hour. I was working like double. I was working like 120 miles an hour. I was just like boom boom boom, And then
That's why animals are laser focused when they're hungry. Their vision gets sharper.
right, because your body's trying to survive. So your body's trying to find food,
Right.
But like yeah, so that's but yeah, then day 4
Uh huh.
I went into like even deeper and deeper ketosis. Then I felt the same like day 3, you know.
But you were not eating nothing. I don't know.
Yeah. So guys, I was only drinking electrolytes. I usually drink electrolytes with sparkling water, but my stomach was only building acid inside because all of our stomachs have acid in it. But
Correct.
since no food's going in, my stomach is hurting. My stomach's still hurting right now. But my stomach was hurt. I didn't want to really drink energy drinks or drink any. So I had to go buy powdered electrolytes, you know. And I got so many electrolyte cans at the house with. I like to drink them with sparkling water, you know. But they're still good for you.
Ooh, smancy.
But I couldn't even do that. So I had to go buy powdered electrolytes. If you do not drink electrolytes while you're fasting, you will pass out, right? Because what happens is if when you're not getting enough electrolytes, your blood vessels start to shrink in. Because when there's electrolytes in your blood vessels widen. So then when you don't have electrolytes, you'll shrink in and then you'll pass out. You know, because there's not enough oxygen coming to the brain, you know, flowing to the brain, right?
Well, your nerves and your brain and everything.
Yeah,
needs,
your nerves.
You need
yeah,
salt,
too.
right?
Right.
That's where
It needs the
electrolytes
sodium.
come in.
So salt is important.
Right.
Like, don't believe people when they say, "Oh, salt's bad for you."
No, you need salt.
Yeah.
It's everything else that you're eating.
I mean, if you have a balanced diet, don't do that. Don't just start pouring salt on things. But like,
Only-
if you're like on
only do that if you're doing what I'm doing.
yeah, Isaac's carnivore diet. If you are
Only
strictly
do
on a
that
carnivore
if you're doing carnivore keto.
you can.
And obviously,
because you're
talk
making
to
up
your
for it.
talk to your doctor before doing this.
Yeah,
By the way, this is all unlicensed advice.
Right.
Correct.
Right. Because what I did, this is you really gotta watch. You really gotta watch yourself. Like you really have to be careful because you're playing a dangerous game here. You know, this is pretty risky.
Right, at your discretion.
Yeah. So then, day 5 still felt the same. Just went into a deeper like mindset of hunger.
How
So
was
then
your sleep? That's what I was curious about. I forgot to ask you. How was your sleep?
the sleep was kind of rough the first couple days. Then it got better because it got better because I wasn't as so since I was really hungry, I didn't want to go to sleep. I wanted to go out and hunt for food, you know. So it was hard to go to sleep.
So the fridge was calling your name, basically.
Yeah, right. So it was very hard to go to sleep.
yeah.
So I was doing a little bit more tossing and turning, you know.
So let me ask you this: a lot of people say when they fast after like the 4th day, they feel like a zombie. Is that like how you kind of felt, or not really?
So I'll get to that
Like slow
actually. Yeah.
motion.
So on day 4 and 5, right? I was you kind of threw me off on that one. So on day 4 and 5, I deeper and deeper ketosis, right? You know, just
How'd you feel?
burning like 3-4 pounds. I was burning like 3 pounds a day. The same thing. So just very like focused vision, you know.
Mm.
Very focused vision. Now day 5 day 4 and day 5 actually what I was gonna say was day 4 and day 5 I lost my appetite, you know. So I lost my appetite.
Yeah, because his body, when they were eating all them fat cells, num.
Yeah, so
That's
my
what it was
body
doing.
just gave up, you know. My body's like, all right, so but then something started to change. So on day 6 and 7, on day 6 and 7, I was doing everything right. I was drinking water, I was drinking tons of electrolytes, but then I started to get lightheaded. So then I started to get lightheaded day 6, and then I started to get worried, you know. So day 7, I had to wake up early for work, and I think that's what made me tap out of this because I had to wake up. And usually, I usually work afternoons, but then when I work AMs one day of the week on a Sunday because I did it from Sunday to Sunday. On Sunday, I gave up because I wake up early. I'm usually exhausted on the day anyways, but then now I'm even more exhausted. So then I gave up. I said, you know what? I feel like I'm about to pass out. I'm still drinking electrolytes, and I'm still feeling like it feels like I'm not drinking electrolytes because before, right, when and also what I was doing was not only drinking electrolytes, I would take my container of salt, I pour it in my palm and just eat it and just chuck it, you know.
Wow.
And then I feel great after. I'd be like, all right, now the blood vessels are wide and I'm good now. And then that wasn't working on day 7. Nothing was working on day 7. So then I had to tap out because now, what if I pass out my room when I'm by myself, you know? So now,
Yeah, no one even know what happened to Isaac.
And, like,
he passed out.
I'm very disappointed that I had to give up on this. I want to keep going.
I think that was the best thing you could do is to tap out.
Because originally you were gonna do 5 days, and then you're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
guys, hey, it's day 7.
Yay.
I'm gonna text you," and that's what you did. And then you
Well,
called, and then you
was-
called all 3 of us,
He was pushing it
Well,
to the
like
limit.
So-
in order.
So I was, and I didn't just call you guys. I called some other people too,
Yeah.
because what happened was when I had my first meal, you know, finally,
Which was what?
day 7, there was some corned beef.
Corned beef
Yeah.
action.
So don't listen. Okay, so here's another good advice. Don't listen to all these health experts when they say, "Oh, you got to ease back into the diet. You got to eat bone broth. You got to eat some bone marrow."
Yeah, and also don't listen to a dude who's been
When the-
fasting for 10 days, no food, and he's in the
When
gym
the-
jumping up and down, doing his workouts completely fine. He's not fasting.
When our ancestors, think about this, and this is gonna make sense to you guys. When our ancestors, when they didn't eat for 7 days, and they found the woolly mammoth, or they found the zebra, or they found whatever animal it
I don't
was,
think they ate zebra.
and they found the zebra, and they killed it. They didn't kill the zebra and then put the zebra aside and ate bone broth, did they? No. No,
So they went straight for the meat.
they went straight for the meat. So don't listen when they say, "Oh, you gotta ease back into it."
Well,
Nah, dude, I was fine. I didn't throw up, and they say, "Oh, if you eat meat, you're gonna throw up right away." I didn't.
well,
do
they'll
none of
still
that.
feel like doo-doo right now.
Well, because now
currently?
because I'm transitioning back to my regular way of eating. You know, that's why everything's a transition. Anytime you do a transition to anything, you're not gonna feel good.
Guys, I don't recommend doing what Isaac did. I mean,
Yeah,
he's basically
tough.
what he's doing is very experimental, and that's his choice.
Right.
He's doing it to himself.
Correct.
He's basically doing experiments to prove what people online are saying.
Right.
YouTubers that are saying, "Oh, you can
Okay,
fast a
so-
year, no eating food for a year," and somehow they survive. They're fine. they're happy. They're joyful, jumping up and down, jumping jacks, everything. I don't know if I buy it really. It seems kind of
There's
Some BS
there's
there
been
to
people.
me.
There's one really big dude. He didn't eat for a whole year
What the
because he has so much fat on him.
yeah. No, scientifically you die, but forget the science. You know,
This
science,
is
that's all lies.
that did happen though, and then Kevin James from the one TV show, he was on Joe Rogan's, and he didn't eat for 41 days, and he lost 60 pounds or whatever.
Oh wow.
Okay.
So so that I got my motivations from those guys to do it. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it feels like crap. I'm about to pass out in his room after 7 days. So please, I recommend.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
not-
No,
do that.
I do say. Here's the thing though, and I'm gonna try something like this again, but I don't know if I'm gonna do 7 days. I might do like 3 or 5 again, but I don't know if I'm gonna do 5. I might just do 3.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
let's keep it real with the viewers out here, folks.
Yeah.
Man. Let's not.
But hey, man, like if it was 14 days and you felt like that, where you're about to tap out, then tap out. Whenever you feel like you're doing everything right and you still feel like you're getting dizzy,
I don't know.
then it's time to just tap out. You know.
Like, for
'Cause
example,
I was
man.
really. I feel like in the next 3-4 hours, I would have passed out. You know.
Yeah, like for example, let's say me after like couple of hours, you know, when I wake up, I gotta eat breakfast. I can't do it around 2 a.m.
Yeah, I know. We could tell.
I'm starving. And you know, like for Ramadan, right? I couldn't do it because I have acid reflux, but you know, I'm just saying,
you
I'm
got,
like,
I-
you got,
I-
yeah.
I did all 30 days. Well, it's
Yeah.
about to be 30
You
days.
didn't eat for 30 days.
Yeah.
yeah.
No.
Yeah, see?
No, I'd like
He
you know
beats you, Isaac.
from sunrise to sunset.
Right.
Basically.
Now that's doable.
So, guys, what I want you guys to take away from this is you don't have to do that. I know people who intermittently fast, they're jacked, they're ripped, etc., etc. Go to the gym, do some cardio, get on a clean diet. All you got to do, man.
That's
Simple,
right.
folks.
Yeah. And
You gotta be like
portion.
Isaac over here, experimenting, starving himself 7 days, or these other YouTubers or whatever they do. If they can do it, hey, so be it. I'm
It's
not
n-
saying they're lying, because Isaac is real. That's some real stuff. He's one of our good friends, and I actually watched him do this.
Yeah, I mean, there's some people that think that there's some people that like aren't gonna believe. Oh, he really did 7 days.
Yeah, that's
I
why
did,
he's about to
man.
faint by his 7th day.
Yeah.
No, he really did call me yesterday. He's
all
like,
of us.
He
bro.
called me too.
He called all of us.
He's
Hey,
like-
oh yeah, so that's what I was gonna say next. The reason why I started calling people because when I ate my first meal, man, I was starting to get dizzy. Well, I was really dizzy though, you know, and I just had to talk to someone, and like I was standing
Yeah.
up the whole time, like
Why would
putting
you
my
stand
hands
up?
Because his
to not
anxiety
to
was.
not yeah, because my anxiety was
His
going. I
anxiety
was
was
getting
rampant.
deep breaths. I put my hand on top of my head. I was getting dizzy.
Were you pacing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But luckily, I mean, that's a
Oh,
good
yeah,
idea
big
for
time.
Isaac. Call any of us, all of us, because in case, hypothetically, God forbid, he did pass out. or
Yeah,
anything,
right,
it's like,
right.
Yo,
Yeah.
Isaac, are you there? What's up? Hello?
Yo,
yo.
wake
Oh
up.
shit, dude, he died.
No, not,
No.
no.
Yes, I
That was
was.
a joke, bro. That was a joke.
I had a line of people that I called that night, you know. So.
But yeah,
But,
we would have been able to like call him and help him out, whatever. So
But the good thing is you're here, bro.
I want to make sure.
You're here.
So,
Yeah,
You
it
made
was
it.
getting scared.
If
the
you
last,
guys
the last day or two.
Trying to do that stuff, please do heavy, extensive research.
Yeah.
And talk to your doctor. I mean, just go.
They're gonna tell you a lot of things.
Well,
but,
I mean, yeah, talk to your doctor.
Okay. All right. So besides me,